Hi everyone, welcome to the replay. In case you don't know who I am, my name is Kelly and I'm with a tiny bit of this paper crafting. I'm going to be doing a series of making gnomes every month, so I would love for you to come join me as we go through making these. Each month we might use different products, so it'd be pretty interesting if some of these work that we've kind of looked into or not. I'm going to go through with some of the supplies that I have out today. This is one of these big fluffy socks. This is going to be my gnome's hat, so it's going to be a nice tall one. Then I have two other socks. One of them is the sock I'm actually going to have the rice in, but I like to kind of double reinforce these big ones because they, tend to not hold up too well the rice inside these socks. So you could do a decorative sock. I'm going to do just this plain black one over the sock as his shirt or his outfit, whatever you want to call it. But you can get whatever you like to use. And then I'm going to, it says I have 4 people on, make a comment and let me know you're here, who's out there. I picked up this microfiber dust mop pad from the Dollar Tree. And hi Mandy.
Hi.
I thought this might make a cool beard. We'll see. We're going to try it. I think I'll probably only need a part of it. So this is another option to make a beard versus the fur that you could purchase at like Joann's Fabric. You can use any size rubber bands, but the best size that I like to work with are these teeny tiny ones, and you can get these almost anywhere, right? Hi Jean. Did I get these at the hair place?
Sally's, I think.
Sally's hair salon. But they also have them at the dollar store, I noticed.
Yeah, sometimes
in
you
black.
can find them in the dollar store.
You find them where the hair section is. You're going to need rice, so I just picked mine up, cheapest I could find, at the Dollar Tree, my favorite store right now. To reinforce around the rubber band, you could tie some string around it if you like. That's what I'm going to do. You'll need scissors, a glue gun. I have this styrofoam cone that I'm actually going to use to put in my sock. If you were using a regular size sock, you don't necessarily have to use a cone. You could just stuff it, and that's what Mandy's going to do. She's going to be working beside me. You want to introduce yourself, Mandy?
Hello.
This is my daughter, Mandy.
Hi.
She's going to be
You may
making...
recognize me from putting together the big box.
Oh yeah, my work box. Mandy's going to be making a boy gnome and a girl gnome, and is going to tie into a project that she's making on Thursday on her channel, Chalking Where the Sidewalk Ends, on Thursday night, right?
Yep.
So she's going to make smaller ones. Okay, so to start out with, I am going to take my yucky white sock, although it's clean and brand new. These are just plain and dull.
They're those like more knitted type when you stretch them really far.
Yeah, they have whole, like,
have
you could,
thicker holes.
you don't want to like empty the rice right into a sock that has holes in it. Do you still have that one?
Mm-hmm. Right in there.
This one here, we dumped the rice. Wait, is this just one sock?
Yep.
The rice
But I'm
right
covering it with another one.
right into the sock. I think if you play around with it enough, the rice is going to poke through the sock.
Right, so what we do is take a better sock that has a thinner knit and stick it over top so that it holds it all in.
So she's already
Also makes it prettier.
started that. So I'm going to go and put my rice in. I'm leaving my rice in this bag just to try this out. I just have a theory.
Hugo said hi.
Hi, Hugo. How are you? How is everybody doing today? Who got snow yesterday? Okay. I'm already not liking it. I can't get him fat. I want him fat. So he's in that.
Yeah, you're not gonna get him much better. We did that last time, but you did tall and skinny last time.
Yeah, the tall and skinny. Alright, so I'm going to have to empty my rice into my sock and make a total mess. Did we put it? It's been a while since I made a big one. Hold on.
I think we put it in the plastic cup and then dumped it in.
I still might make a mess because that's how I roll. So Mandy, explain what you did with your nose.
We did a couple different noses, a couple different ways. This one is the rice nose. So you can either take the rice from inside, once you get it all inside your sock, take a section of it and pull it out off the sock and kind of shape it into a ball and then tie a rubber band around it. You can also stick a piece of cotton ball in with your rice and use that. I think that was what we did the first time. You can use a cotton ball with a piece of pantyhose tied around it and glue that on the outside of your sock if you want a more skin colored nose. Or for my girl gnome, since it's not going to have a beard to hide the nose, I actually used a bead and I just painted it all white, and then I took it's just a wooden bead, so I took that wood filler stuff and filled in the 2 holes that you would string the bead with, and then painted over top of that so you can't even see the holes on it. So several different ways to make gnomes.
He needs to be fat and he's stuck in there, so I can't get him in there. Like, he can't sit in there if I filled it up to the top. So we need more than 2 hands. Unless you're really good at this.
Or you don't mind making a huge mess.
Well, yeah. I don't know how many I made not this Christmas that just passed, but the Christmas before. We had rice everywhere. I was laughing. I was vacuuming up rice instead of Christmas tree needles.
I just want to kind of have she's going pour a little bit in, keep mushing it all down.
So you can make little bodies, big bodies. You can kind of go really creative with the size and the shape of your body for your gnome. I like it to be, if I'm going to have a tall hat that I'm having now, I like to have a big fat body. I did make one before where it was skinny and tall, and it was so. So I'm going to make this one a little different. Ooh. Hey Sam, we were just talking about you last night. Were your ears ringing? Who? Sam?
My Sam? Oh. Hi, Sam.
You're Sam? She's our Sam.
I didn't know if you were talking to somebody that you know.
Well, who were we talking about last night? Samantha. She said that Mandy said she hadn't heard from you in a while.
I think that was the night before.
Hi, Marie. Glad you guys can join us. Okay, so that's pretty fat. Yeah,
Here's mine covered with the other sock.
Is that a full bag of rice?
No.
Oh, half bag?
Or
It's gotta be more than
2/3
half
of a
bag.
bag, I think.
All right, so I'm going to take my little rubber band and tie him up, or tie the top of this up so none of the rice escapes. Also was thinking of calling or texting you.
Call me, text me, text me.
Okay. Now, these rubber bands in time are going to kind of dry rot and kind of split a lot quicker than anything else that you have, that you're making this with. So you could double up on rubber bands, but I also like to just take some twine or ribbon or whatever you have. Where'd my scissors go? Thank you. And just tie it around to give it double reinforcement on.
This light on.
Thank you. It's getting dark. Well, that really doesn't look that dark, although
Yeah, to them, I don't think it's that.
to us we couldn't see. We're losing daylight. Well, not really losing yet. But
No, it is a decent difference.
a little
Yep,
bit.
I just watched it on my phone light up.
Did you?
Alright, so I am, where you'll see her use the cone, I am taking the batting and just kind of, we had the sheets of batting rather than the like big bag that you would use to fill stuffed animals that's already broken up, so I'm just ripping it up and shoving it in my hat.
Okay, I'm debating whether I should use.
Sam said it is better with the light.
Okay.
It's dark quickly here.
Just want to kind of see if this were on here. I was just wondering if I should use a sparkly, but just for fun. A sparkle nose.
I don't know. Is it winter shiny?
So another, oh yeah. Another way of making a nose is just to get these little foam balls. I have all these colors in here. I could do. That's not a foam ball.
These two are
How do they get in there?
not balls or something.
I can make a pink nose. We're gonna do the white one, and it has glitter on it. So, just want to kind of get a feel of where it's going to go, and I'm just going to hot glue it right on where I want it. Okay. So I'm putting him aside for a moment.
Definitely kind of just trial and error of like putting it together, taking it apart, putting things on, taking them off, seeing how you like them, how they fit,
It's kind of
how they're gonna
it's kind of the fun.
be
Right.
positioned or whatever.
So we've been seeing all kinds of gnomes on Facebook and YouTube and all over the place because they're kind of popular. So there's many different ways and things that they do to decorate, pom-poms, no pom-poms, whatever. So I kind of like the look of this up here. So I'm just going to tie this off with a rubber band. And again, probably some ribbon around the top of it. think these socks came from Five Below.
Yes.
And all these other ones we're working with are from the dollar store. If your sock isn't quite fluffy, you can stuff some stuffing at the top of it before putting the rubber band on.
I actually want mine to kind of flop over, so I have stuffing here, and then I separated it to leave an empty spot, and then put a little bit more up at the top, just so it kind of flops.
Okay, so I have a choice. Okay, I have a choice. I can make his hat really, really tall. I think that's a little too tall, but tall. Or like that. Like stuff him more. I can't remember how tall I did the other one with the other sock we had.
The tall and skinny one was, I think, straight up, but he was also tall and skinny. I
Right,
think he
so,
needs to be a little bit shorter.
so kind of just like crunch him into here like this. You think?
Yeah, you can even fold this up a little bit more and give him more burn to shorten it.
And I don't know how to get it around the sock. This doesn't stretch. Oh, I think about this sock. This type of sock. So you don't stretch too well, so you want to be able to get some stretch to come around his body. How's yours working out?
Good. I'm going to glue mine on, and then I can kind of finagle with the hat a little bit more.
I was going to say you're doing it to flop the hat.
Yeah.
Flop on the side, that's cute. I think I am going to glue the hat onto him. Like put some hot glue.
With the styrofoam?
Glue it.
That probably would be a good idea.
I might burn it. Styrofoam. Should take the plastic off first.
Oh yeah.
Take the plastic off first.
Definitely should have to put it first.
Safety. Well, here's what I was saying.
Did you turn it on?
No.
Turn your glue gun on
Yes.
before you start. Or at least when you're starting.
Okay, so
Start making my-
because I'm going to be putting glue on here and putting it on the top, this is why it was very important that I actually put something over that rubber band, because I'm sure if the hot glue touches that rubber band, it will work. I'm just going to do that and then put the stuff on top of it.
I'm going to start my girl gnome. You don't see a lot of girl gnomes floating around. So I'm going to show you how to make them without the beard, because girls don't have beards.
Even though I always say, she's so cute, because some of them really look girlish. They got a beard, really a boy. But
Did you explain that you're going to be doing this as a series every month?
maybe.
I know you put it
Okay, I posted
for my gnome series.
in my on my page that I'm going to make this a series every month of making a new gnome. They're just so stinking cute that I just have to have a ton of them. So I thought,
For every holiday season,
yeah.
whatever we can figure out to fill in for the month.
So this month, because it's January, I thought I would do a winter gnome.
Snowy.
So he's just dressed in black. Every time I do these, I think of how to put them together different. Anybody else made any of these?
So many different ways.
I'm just going to tuck here's where I have my opening here of the second sock. And I'm actually going to pull the sock down and let the nose kind of go like that. Instead of doing that. Because that makes the nose on the shirt, not on his body, right?
Yeah. Plus that extra little bit of fabric underneath of it will kind of help hold the nose up.
Okay, so now I need to figure out how much of this I want to use for a beard. Let me see your piece of beard over there. Is that cut as a beard yet?
No, no, no.
This type of beard we got this at Joann's Fabric.
It's literally a huge roll of fabric.
You just buy a quarter yard or whatever. We bought a quarter yard, I think.
We did a quarter and we've
A
done
quarter yard, and I cannot
dozen
even
gnomes.
tell you how many gnomes I've done with it already. We just have a few little pieces left.
No, we actually have a lot.
We do? But I wanted to try and find some other ways rather than purchasing this, because maybe people can't find this. So we would need to find alternative. You take my scissors again? Oh no. Holy hell. We do have a lot.
Yeah.
And it makes a mess when you cut it.
Yes. The fur everywhere for these. Very
And
nice.
there's actually, and Mandy could show you when she gets to that part, there's a specific way that you should really cut these. So you get that beard effect. So when she's ready to do that, she'll show you. This here, it looks like they have these little, like the mats in between, and all this fluffy stuff are in strips. So, no one good way to cut it. I don't know. What is that noise? Oh, who is that for?
Somebody a veggie.
I don't know if I need the whole half of it though. Or should I do it anyway? That's half of it.
Like side to side, you mean, or top to bottom? I'd say half would be good, because then you probably want to
Go
like, kind of
on that.
maybe
Angle
tuck it
a little
under
bit.
and glue the bottoms to kind of angle a little bit.
Okay, I'm going to cut it in half. So that means you can get 2 gnomes out of one. Dust. Microfiber duster mop pad.
Yeah, they're like the things that you put on the
I was going to say, how do they attach?
the like the Swiffers, but the dollar store version of the Swiffer. They have like Velcro or something on the bottom.
Of the Swiffer itself.
Yes.
It's a pretty nice. I would think that it would probably pick up a lot of dust. Not today though, he's going on my gnome's face. Okay. Just gonna fold it in half and hopefully we don't unravel. For all we know, this could be a continuous stitch or something. I don't know. Let's see. No, not too bad, but the sewn side is what I'm going to have down the bottom, and this part will be up top. So. Okay, make a mess. Okay. where I should put my nose on first, huh? Put my nose on first. I'm protecting my fingers. I don't like this glue gun. It scares me. Mandy laughs at me, but it's true.
Yeah, it is a high temperature glue gun.
Very hot.
I just find that the little fingers
Where'd my nose go?
actually make it harder
I lost my nose.
for me to use.
Okay. Hold on.
Since they got plenty more after.
Okay.
Okay, so again, with the gnomes, the beard is gonna kind of cover everything in the front, so you really don't have to worry about how you have everything kind of scrunched up around the nose. With the girl gnome, you're gonna see that. So I just took my sock and kind of folded it over to give a little bit more of like a collar effect of some sort. And sort of glued it down. Just to keep it a little nicey.
Okay. 2 and 2. This might work. Got me burning myself. Or, here, Mandy, put some glue on here for me. Oh, I need 3 on this finger. Nope, it's 3 on this finger. Oh, good Lord. I don't think I need any on this one. Because I'll have the glue gun in my hand. Alright.
For the girl gnome, you're going to need some kind of yarn. I've seen people do it with twine, bigger, anything, kind of thicker. You don't want something super thin or you'll be going for days. And you're essentially using that to make hair braids. So whatever you think you could use.
It should be fun seeing how she makes the braids. Because I have not made a girl one yet.
So I haven't either. I've seen them.
So this is all new. All right. I'm going to. I would like to really put it on the phone, but I think it's going to just like burn right through. So I was watching somebody, don't remember who. When you go to add a new glue stick into your gun, do you sometimes have that problem where you're working with it and that stick falls out?
In the beginning?
In the beginning, until it starts to go
I
through it.
usually don't put it in until
You know what she does? She takes the new stick, she puts a dab of glue on the end of the stick, and then puts the stick through.
Yeah.
I was like,
people do that.
that's a neat idea.
You're smart.
Alright, so that's just there to get me started. I got mop pieces all over me. Is anybody else out there a messy crafter?
No, not at all.
Okay, the other trick is the heel of your sock you want to be in the back. You want to hide it. Especially if you're using socks like this for the hat. You definitely see. Oh, my little baby one, you can see the heel.
Yeah.
We'll show you the little baby one in a little bit. That one you can see the heel and just kind of camouflage it in the back.
I'm just cutting 3 equal sections of yarn for my 3-strand braid, typical regular braid. But I want them to be kind of thicker, so I'm actually taking 4 pieces of yarn for each of the 3 strands, if that makes sense.
Hi, Kelly. everyone for joining us. If you are here live, if you're on the replay, you could write in the comments if you've ever made a gnome before. And anybody who's watching now, you can let me know if you've made them.
Okay, so I have my 3 strands. I'm just going to find the center point of all of them. I'm going to knot it right now. I made it longer than I actually needed it so that I can trim it down rather than having it too short. So I'm just going to, Sam said very messy, take this and just make a knot right in the middle.
This does fray. This is really fraying, so
On the sides, top,
just
bottom.
the top where I cut. So let me think here while you're doing
Fold
that.
it back on itself.
I'm
and kind of
wondering
make
if
like a
I
ish type of thing.
before I do that, should I keep it straight or should I do on an angle? You're not really going to see any of it.
I'd probably just keep it straight. That way you get as much of it.
If you're not pulling your hat all the way down, you can kind of angle his beard. But my hat's going to probably cover that part, so I think I'm just going to leave it straight and just go up around the nose. But I want to kind of get these pieces from fraying. I don't know if this will work, but we'll try. And I don't have my fingers on.
You're going to take your knot and you're going to glue it right behind the nose there. Made cheer bows for senior night last week and it looked like my kitchen threw up ribbon and Cricut tools. Ugh. Can't believe you're even making anything for senior anything.
You're really making us feel really old, Sam. Especially me.
I'll say I'm not much weight.
Look what I just did.
I can't believe my oldest just turned 16.
Ugh.
And getting his permit and all that hoopla soon. Well, maybe. He don't want to drive.
My nose is kind of tiny.
Told him he still needs to do all his testing to get his license and all that, even if he doesn't want to actually drive.
His nose is kind of lost.
His nose is very lost.
His nose is lost. It's too small.
I think also the color.
Hmm?
I said I think also the color. I wonder if you should pull the pantyhose out and do one of those noses so that you have that contrasting color. Get them?
Yes.
So you want to get cotton balls.
My gnome needs plastic surgery.
So tell them they're going to need cotton balls and pantyhose.
Okay. So for this type of nose that I'm going to change to, we're going to use cotton balls and, oh, I hope I have enough cotton balls and pantyhose. Hold on.
Was the pantyhose in here?
It
Or was it?
Oh, it was all upstairs.
Oh no, we brought it down with the box of.
Huh?
We brought it down with the bag of.
Oh, okay. Okay, I don't have that many key. I
I
can
have a whole bag of.
I was gonna say, can't I just use that stuff there?
Yeah, but the cotton balls will be easier to keep more around.
Whoever said thigh highs were comfortable? Whoever said thigh highs will stay up? Not me. So, of course, you know, I tried them, hate them, so we're going to use them for our crafts.
Yeah, I think the cotton balls will be just easier because it'll keep it in that round.
Okay, is it still going
Situation.
to work without the toe?
Yeah, you just want to
toss it over there.
So you're going to put your cotton balls in and just wrap it all around to the back. She's got her hair glued on. I'm going to do the hat and then I will take all the strands and braid them up. He ran out the door to go to the game, leaving all the stuff all over. That's my kind of crafting.
Okay.
It reminds me of the time I left all of Aiden's baby pictures and memory books and all that out all over after staying up half the night to make some kind of stupid craft thing for school. And then Ava got up in the morning and saw it all and was hysterically crying that Mommy and Daddy didn't love her because they were all Aiden's pictures and none of her. But that was just because we were doing Aiden's project.
And Ava's pictures were all on phones and hard drives and...
Ava's pictures are all digital because she was
Yeah.
born in the digital age.
But don't look like a nose. Looks like he's got cellulite. Hi, Val. My nose don't look like a nose. Oh man,
She need to shape it.
I wonder if I,
Just needed to shape it. You're supposed to have lumpy noses, so you got to put a piece of rubber band or string around it.
both rubber band and string because hot glue gun's going to be around it.
That Aunt Val that you just said?
Mhm.
Hey, Aunt Val. Oh, poor Ava.
Well, aren't they both Aunt Val's?
So, again, I'm not seeing them pop up, so I don't know
Oh.
if you're just talking to a random Valerie or...
Yeah, this is Valerie.
My
Valerie is
aunt.
watching. She didn't say anything.
Yeah, well, I'm looking up there, so it's not... It doesn't pop up on that screen.
Okay. And then it's going to be my nose now. Surgery time. Quiet. Don't be holding your breath.
Once we get her
Might
hat...
take too long on this.
Like that.
Okay. Okay, I don't know if I can get the nose off.
Boom.
It is glued on there. Not no more. Okay.
Then you get a nice little notch to stick it into.
Yeah. That's going to look so much better. Okay. Hi, Donna.
Yep, had to deal when I got back because I was running late. You know, story of my life. Definitely part of the family.
Yeah, really.
I'll be late to my own funeral. I was almost late to this live today.
Forgot to put my finger on.
I was still at the store trying to find more socks at like 3:30.
I want that hour. This one has fuzz all over it.
So her hat, I'm actually going to do like a tassel-y thing. So I'm going to keep all the fuzz from the end.
That's much better.
And just stuff the bottom.
Okay. I have this. Trying to figure out which fingers I'm actually going to use if I pull this down and see. They need to make glue gun gloves.
That would be good.
There you go. Crafting companies out there, glue gun gloves. Because I think I need them on my thumbs too. Hold on, I think I have two more. Right?
Yeah, a couple more. Eventually she'll have 10 because we'll just keep buying them. Alright, let's get my Bowie Gnome hat on. So all of this stuff is just gonna stay up underneath the hat.
Okay, here it goes. Just in case. I got 8 of them. Uh-oh. I need a stick.
I didn't grab more sticks today.
I'm just wrapping the beard around his nose. I know the view is not the best. One of these days we're going to have the program where you can see 2 different views. Maybe. I'm lucky I can figure out how to do this, let alone that. Did you do that little?
Yeah, even though it's not really at the end. But
All I need is a little bit, right? Under there.
Where did you find that glue gun? We got that at Hobby Lobby using the 40% off coupon. I think it was like, I thought it was 20 something regularly, 28 or something like that I think it was. It's really nice because it's cordless. So the, I don't know if you guys can see, the stand itself is what plugs in. So they say when you take it off the stand, you have about 2 minutes of use before it cools down enough that you have to put it back on. So you don't have to keep constantly putting it back on, but
Yeah, if you're going to be
typically
using
do.
it like that in a couple of minutes, you could just leave it sit wherever you're at. Which is what I liked about it the most when I seen it.
Alright, so I got the front of his hat glued on, but I think I'm going to put the beard on next. That way I can kind of pull the hat down to cover the edges of the beard where I need it. So right now I just have it glued up around his nose.
You're not gluing your hat on first, are you?
That's what I just did. Just
Oh.
on the nose. That's what I
Just
said.
on
I
the
just
nose,
stuck
I
it
gotcha.
on the nose. Now I'm going to
You
glue
did
the
say
beard
that.
on. That way I can pull the hat
I'm
down.
delayed reaction here. Okay. Done surgery.
Alright, so when you're cutting this kind of fabric, where'd the big piece go? I don't even know what this stuff was called. I think it was just called like faux fur or something. There's definitely a direction that the fur lays. So like it lays this way. You want to make sure that you're cutting, with the direction. If you go this way, then your fur is going to be sticking all different directions and not laying flat. So unless you want your gnome to look like it was electrocuted, make sure you are cutting it in the direction you want it to go. So we already have this little piece cut, and should be plenty enough for my gnome. So I'm going to try to work with that piece before I cut off any more. So what you want to do is kind of line it up where you want it. And you want to cut out a little notch for his nose. So I'm going to cut right in the middle of my top here. I'm just going to fold it in half, and then I'm going to snip a little triangle, or upside down triangle. I'm going to snip it this way.
Make a little V in there.
Yes, like this. Just enough for his nose to kind of sit in there. Like so.
Cute. This beard actually turned out cute.
I'm gonna put a ribbon of glue under his nose. That way I can really kind of stuff it under there rather than putting the glue on the beard.
I put the glue on the beard and then went around my nose and held it there. That's easier for me to do it that way. You might have an easier time doing it the way Mandy just did it. I've tried it the other way before, putting under the nose, and then the beard would hit in the wrong spot, so it's easier for me to get it under there and then just hold it. So that's why I use my fingers. I mean these things. So that way I can hold it up there. I don't know how you're holding that without.
Hi, Keisha. I'm holding it up there without getting burnt.
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna continue gluing down the other edges of the beard. Up and around.
You want a finger?
No.
I can't believe you do that. You don't feel that through there?
Mm-mm.
What if it oozes out?
I usually push with like the tip, so sometimes I get it oozed out, but it usually hits my nail, so it's still
Oh, you have
doesn't really
nails. I don't
bother
have
me.
nails.
Yeah, that could be why.
Okay, so while she's still doing that, see in the back of my gnome, he's got this little heel, the heel of the sock. What I like to do is just kind of, this one I can hide real easy because you can't really see it. So I'll just tuck it under and maybe just do a couple little dots of glue to hold it down in there.
So now I got that all glued on there. I'm just going to take the sides of my hat and pull them down like that. I'm going to put a dab of glue. Without getting it in his beard. And again, this is the high temperature glue gun, so you definitely want to make sure you hold it for a minute or so with this, because we're pulling down on everything. It's stretching it down to where we're gluing it. You want to make sure you hold it till the glue dries.
My sock didn't stretch real well, so I had to kind of push down with my fingers and then hold it because it doesn't have a stretch. Those ones you have, how much stretch are they?
They're really stretchy.
They're really stretchy. So like you could pull the hat down even further if you wanted to have it really go over the body and make him really slouchy hat, right?
Right.
If you wanted to. Okay, let's see. What am I doing next? Kelly says she loves them. So cute. Aren't they cute? Mandy, if you're not following Mandy's page, Facebook page, it's Chalking Where the Sidewalk Ends. She does chalkature, and she's incorporating her gnomes into a chalkature project on her channel on Thursday, where she does her Thrifty Thursdays.
And so Thursdays I always do a project that I kind of create the surface that I'm using, whether it is something I have
You're using it.
built completely by scratch with wood, or taking something that we have thrifted and I'm repurposing it in some kind of way. I like to use a lot of like chalk paint to repaint things, fix up old frames and stuff like that. So I always do that on Thursdays, and it's my Thrifty Thursday.
So that should be fun. I'm not even sure what she's doing. So it'll be a surprise. A secret, she said. I'm not to know. Might be a little bit too long. I guess I'll leave it. Okay, so she's still fiddling with the hat. I have some ribbon, a little wider than I want to use, but I'm going to see if this works. And Christmas bells. I'm not going to use the bells, but I want to take off this other stuff.
I'm just going to continue to pull.
I think the bells are too much.
Little by little. Oh yeah, that's what I figured. Or maybe one bell, but definitely not both.
So I'm just going to kind of clip it apart and see if I can use some of that. I don't want to take away from my fluffiness of my hat, but I do want to kind of give it a little bit of a twist. Try this amount. You could add the one that I made. I had this big, huge button. It was so pretty. It was like a wooden button, and I added that to the side of the hat. That looked so cute. I should have grabbed my buttons. I might go find my buttons while she's playing around.
Yes, I still got my girl one, so you got plenty of time to finagle. Okay, so now that I have the hat kind of all glued down all the way around my nose so it doesn't roll up, and you can kind of pull the stuffing back down where you want it so it's fluffy and floppy. And then we can trim his beard up some too so it's not sitting out on the table like that.
This has one of those things on it.
Here are the ones we bought from the at-home store.
I've taken it apart. Oh well, I know what. I can't tell where to cut. Hold on.
There. I bought them to take them apart and use them in pieces.
I was kind of hoping. It's twisted in there.
And this stuff I also find that as you're cutting like the sides, you want to sort of separate the fur and try to cut as much of like just the backing that it's attached to. That way you're not cutting through the fur in a weird spot and leaving a bald spot. The fur will just kind of fall away. I mean, it's not attached anymore.
Okay. Some buttons. Can't get this wire. Let's see if I can get in there and trim it. Okay. And we're gonna have glitter everywhere. Let's put the bows in here.
So it's like glitter, rice, fur.
Yes, it will. Oh, that's what I didn't want to happen. Okay, that's alright. It's okay. I'll fix it. I'll figure out a way. Maybe. Ow. Almost feels like a staple. Really hard. Alright. Okay, so let me see. Leave him up there for a minute. I think I like the idea of a button. Decisions. Hi,
Vicky.
Hi, Vicky. I don't know. I love buttons. I love to put a button on here, but I think you know. What do you guys think? I could put. What if I put it on his fur? Yeah, I mean the fur of the hat. I just might. I might do that. So let's see. I'm going to take some twine.
Right, then I've also found that instead of cutting the bottom of your beard, because you kind of get this like very blunt, no matter how much you try to not make it blunt and whatever, is keep it longer than what you want it, and then fold it under at the end instead of cutting it.
Right, so you still have those.
Like with those ones, we were having that really
Yeah.
hard time. Yeah, so you still kind of have all that hair that is still attached to the backer piece that kind of hangs. So I'm going to just keep that tucked under for now. I might mess with it a little bit more after we're done on the video. I don't want to take up too much time. But once I finally get it exactly where I want it, I will have that piece tucked under. I'll put a little dab of glue just to keep it tucked under.
Hi, Marlo.
So there's my boy gnome. I'm going to put a little bit of ink on his nose just to kind of give it a tiny bit of color.
And you could use makeup if you don't have inks.
Hey Marla.
Just do a test. Because the color of... They're always darker than the color. I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
It's not as light as you think it is.
Should have tested it before I put the hat on. I could test the top of the sock.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I can test her sock.
So if you're just jumping on, we have 3 gnomes going on here, creating 3 of them. Alright, start over. I'm taking the button and I took some twine and put it through the 2 holes of the button. I'm just going to make some not whimsical. What am I thinking of? I don't know either. Primitive? Primitive. That's it. That's the word I want. Primitive.
So I don't know if you guys can even notice a difference, but it just kind of colored his nose up just slightly, so it's not so white. A little more skin tone.
All thumbs today. Or I should say no thumbs.
Why I have this out.
So what is everybody up to? What are you up to today,
Little
Marlo?
girly gnome.
And Vicky.
I don't know if Vicky actually stayed on. She'll be
Yeah,
doing
she
her own
probably
live
is.
soon.
Probably just scrolled on through. Alright. So I'm going to put my fingers back on. Don't want to get burnt again.
So for my girl on the wooden bead, like I said, I painted it white and I'm just adding a little bit of pink ink.
I'm going to put my little button right here on the side of the hat. Not much.
Mostly I want her nose to stand out from the sock. The white sock that it's around. Alright, so now we're going to do her hat, and then we just need to
Not
braid
exactly
her.
where I wanted to drop my button. Okay.
Marlo said to call her afterwards.
Okay.
Alright, so now Mrs. Gnome's hat. And we're going to do the same thing and just start around the nose and work our way backwards.
Just gonna come off the table because it missed my mat. Really?
Oh yeah, it'll come off.
Okay. Well, that I don't have. Gotta stop biting them. Marlo said cute.
You should go get acrylics on. And then you can't break her.
That's true. Even I can go get ours done.
There you go. She was like that. She's been dying for it. She's all school now.
Huh?
Said she's all school now.
She is?
Yeah.
Why?
Martin Luther King Day.
Um, That's what ads are for. And I'm not sure the coloring, you probably aren't getting a really good the lighting. It's a lot light. You're seeing it a lot lighter than it actually is. I mean, it is white, but the gray,
Yeah, this has got some like brownish,
it's got some
grayish tones.
grays and brown tones in the hat that you're really not seeing the good detail. All right. Give me hearts if you like the ribbon wrapped around like that before I glue it on. Something like that. Can you see it? It's got little snowflakes on it. Or put comments in the comment section, yes or no. If I don't hear no's, I'm going to do it anyway. So, wait a minute. Oh, I got hearts. It's hard to make out. Okay, hold on. I'll try to come a little bit closer so you can see. Okay. So I don't want it to look too straight, the ribbon.
No.
Okay, let me go a little closer to the camera. I'm not sure. I'm gonna wait till it catches up. Mandy will let me know what she sees. I was just kind of twisting it around.
Pull it back a little bit.
Can you see the sparkle?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, fuss with the bead. I just want to kind of tuck the thing of glue right here and at the top just to keep it, and then I'll play around with straightening it out.
No.
Okay.
Jean said much better.
Okay, so I'm just going to. Marta says I need some color, but he's a winter gnome.
Yeah, he's supposed to be all winter and snowy. She wasn't here in the beginning for
Right.
that. So she's doing a gnome every month to go like with the theme of the month. So this one is a winter gnome. So that's why he's very white, silver, gray. I didn't say Siri. I said he's really. Shush.
Sorry, I missed that.
Nothing.
Can you say it
Shush.
again, please?
Stop. How do I
Between-
tell you to shut up?
I'm not sure I understand.
Just swipe up.
Swipe up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I never know how to make it stop.
Between the phone and
The ELEXA.
they're always thinking we're talking to them. The only thing is, do you notice that this gets stuck in there? I kind of wish that stand was like heavier.
So like it picks up with the stand, you mean? Yeah, that makes
So I
sense.
need one hand. I need to do it with one hand, and a lot of times I can't. The name of the glue gun, by the way, is Super Bond High Temp. I'm not sure. I very much doubt that they have the low temp ones in a wireless.
No, they don't.
Wireless, whatever that's called.
Cordless.
Cordless. I think it's not strong enough to be cordless. That's why I ended up with the high temp. Okay. So now I'm going to put this pine cone looking thing here. Should I? Could. I could add a little color to this. Hold on, let me see what ribbon I have. I can add a little piece of ribbon. Let me take the buttons out.
Yeah, you're good.
Alright. This is my little container that I keep any ribbon that is less than like a yard. Usually they're roughly around 12 inches that are in here. For little projects like this. You never know what I could use a piece of the ribbon from a different project. Okay, Marta wants some color. That's what I have.
Do you have any of that like glues that have a little sparkle to it? It's kind of like
This, but sparkle.
similar-ish to that, but sparkle.
There's no pieces, but do we have any in the roll stuff?
Maybe.
Be right back.
I don't remember which that one was.
No, but I could.
Now for her hat, I want to tie some string around here and give her like a pom-pom hat. So I'm going
I
to...
could do the blue. Okay, Marto.
Blue is probably the
Blue
best, like the victory.
or okay, blue.
Yeah, right here.
Where? Sparkly blue. This is what Manny was talking about. Make him look more winter. Hi, Jackie. Jackie's on.
My Jackie.
You're Jackie. Listen,
Hi, Jackie.
I didn't give you away, Jackie. So you are not her Jackie. You are our Jackie. So this blue, Marta, if you're still on, get a little color. What would have
Jackie
been?
said hi.
What would have been really cool is to have cut out snowflakes.
Still do that.
Oh, 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 hold on. Not a snowflake yet, but it can be a snowflake.
It's not a snowflake yet, but it can be a
Right.
snowflake.
That's what I said.
Alrighty. Alright, so I just gathered up the top here, got some twine, knotted it around about where I wanted.
Sparkly. See these? They're sparkly, and they got blue, and they are ovals. These were the leftover cutouts from a project Kim did that I saved because you never know, I might use it for something. I can make little snowflakes out of these and put around on his hat.
Tied that. Now I'm going to snip off the top. And then just kind of cut it down in little strips. Can I use your scissors? Mine aren't cutting through this very well. Kind of chunking it.
Chunking it. Yes, 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 Marlo said. Now I gotta figure out how to make snowflakes out of these little. That should prove to be interesting. Okay, let's see. Side. So Jackie, what have you been up to today? I need to put my fingers back on. I will burn myself. Jean says, loving the girl. Thank you. I hope I cut this enough to do 3.
Okay, so hopefully that won't really unravel very much. It's not really meant to be played with a whole heck of a lot. It's just decoration, so hopefully it'll stay like that. Just wanted to kind of give it that little pom-pommy type effect.
Stay.
Okay, so now I need to braid up my hair.
We're all gonna watch Mandy braid.
So if you remember, I did enough to do 4 strands for each of the 3 strands. Does that make sense?
4 strands for each of the 3 strands. Yes.
So just
Makes sense to me. How about you guys?
cutting where I had them looped so that I have all individual pieces. I'm going to take 4. And 4 and just braid them together.
Chicken soup. You had your district meeting today? And she's making chicken
soup.
Chicken soup? I know you know what chicken soup is.
Chicken, I said, ooh, chicken soup.
Oh, I thought you said, what do you mean chicken soup?
I know what chicken soup is.
Okay. Another great thing about this mat for the
Where'd the rubber bands go?
hold on 1 second. They're over. You know what? You need to
Hold on, let me plug you in. I know.
Mandy's got to plug me in before we lose everybody. Mandy uses this on her live a lot, this mat, and I am just in love with this mat. What I like about it is I can sit here and use this glue gun, and the ribbon isn't going to stick to the mat. It's just going to come right up. The glue just peels right up on it. It's not going to burn your table underneath. Nothing like that. So it's pretty amazing.
And if you do chalk it to her, our transfers don't stick to it.
Correct. Which is fabulous.
Of course, like go with the end of my braid.
Hmm?
I let go with the end of my braid when I saw it. Oh, battery popped up.
Sorry.
It's okay.
See, I could just go right down like that without worrying about my project sticking to my table. She'll have to watch the replay so she can see it all from the beginning. Yes, you will. It is fun. It was fun. We're having a good time. And you would like, there's differences between Mandy's and mine, so if you watch the replay, you'll see that. All right. So I'm facing him to you guys. I'm going to put this waiting for it to catch up so I could see. Right there, guys. What do you think? Show me some hearts if you think this bow will look okay like that. What do you think, baby?
Okay.
Hearts, hearts, hearts.
Okay, so that's one side braided. You can either do the braid or you can do the strands of hair. I'm not really sure which one I like best.
Let me see this. No. I don't know. I think you guys should just decide. What do you think? Braid it or not braid it? You're gonna trim her hair?
Yeah, I'm going to trim it either way. That's why I'm holding it up so you can see it better. Yeah, if you look at like girly gnomes, they always have those two braids. I feel like I
Yeah.
should do the braids, but then I feel like there should be hair here too.
Can you glue hair there? I mean, some yarn
Like
there?
just some short pieces, maybe?
Yeah.
Could do
No.
that.
How far stuck is your hat?
Not that stuff. I'm glue some more in there.
I am loving that tip.
You can do a whole nother, like do double braids on each side.
Double braids. Yeah. And tie it together. Make it look
I
like it
don't
was
have
happening.
enough of a piece of hat that I could do like a second braid. Can't really tell that they're braids that much to begin with because of the way this yarn is.
Yeah. You can't quite tell it's a braid, but it's okay. Okay. Let's see. My Mandy's fussing. Do you remember how to make a snowflake? These are card stuff. I might not be able to. Oh, I just ripped it.
Yeah, let's say those are really thick. You probably just have to.
I'm gonna give myself some hearts. I wonder if I could make them on the Cricut. Like put this, if I use the snap mat,
Yeah.
right? Good idea.
Yeah, because since you can't fold these, they'd be more.
Right.
They wouldn't be identical on all sides. Not that that really matters too much, but.
I think I'm gonna skip putting this on because this reminds me of Christmas, even though. Mush his little butt down. She's making a snowflake. Hi, Jay.
Finally got on.
Is he off today?
Yeah. I think I had him until 4 o'clock in the morning last night.
Right back.
Not the best snowflake when you're working with an oval that you can't fold.
Look how cute. Everybody see it? So let's put snowflake right here.
Let's see if I, oh man. If I did the braid, I could add some more like shorter strands of hair. Like that.
Yeah, that looks good. I think that looks good. I'm using Mandy's snowflake as a pattern. I need to get my other scissors. These are too big.
Hi, Bob. You just saw my text.
Hi, Bob. Huh?
He said he just saw my text. I texted him before we started saying
Oh.
get ready to go live, and then I tagged him in my shared post.
Just saw it.
Because he was like, well, if it's not on your page, how am I going to see it? I said, well, I'll share it, and then I'll tag you in the comments so that you can find it easily.
Well, you're on my page.
Yeah, but he's not good at all that searching and all. That's why I said I'll just tag you so you can find it.
Okay. Alright. Snip. Snip. Making a snowflake. Do you want to build a snowman? I knew that melody came from somewhere. You can tell we have kids or a child around us a lot, huh? Yeah. Let it go. Let it go. Oh, Charlotte sings that song so cute. Have you listened to her lately?
Yeah. I was just singing it the other day.
Charlotte loves to sing.
She makes up her own songs.
She does. She makes up her own words in other languages. I'm not really sure what it is. If you ask her, she'll tell you it's Spanish. Hi, Bob. Hi, Bob. Thank you for joining us. Unless you really didn't join us and just scrolled right by. I don't really know how that all works. Do you want to build a snowman? I'm supposed to take Charlotte to go see the new Frozen.
Uh,
I wonder if Ava would want to go see it. Not really want to go see it, but go see it with Charlotte. Oh poop, I messed up.
There's her braids.
Mine does not
Add
look like
a
a
little bit more,
snowflake.
like shorter pieces of hair, just kind of around the edges until I get down to like the flat part of the hat.
Do you want to make a snowman? Let me see. Cute, cute, cute.
Frozen even still out?
Huh?
Is the new Frozen even still out?
I don't know.
Bob is watching because he just hearted.
Aw, thank you. I don't know. I hope it is because she's gonna be mighty disappointed. Well, Kim will be mighty disappointed that I didn't take her. Kevin said something the other day. You were supposed to take her to see Frozen. I said, yeah, I thought it was coming out in January. He said, it's been out. And I went, oh. I thought it came out. It was coming out in January. What do I know? What do I know? So I have no idea where I'm putting my gnomes, because knowing me, I will want to have everyone up, even if I'm on the next month. So like when I'm doing February's, I want to keep January's up. That looks good. Cute. I cut the tail off of your snowflake.
You could put up a shelf above the bathroom door there. Just line them all up.
I could. Oh my gosh, that snowflake! I just cut off. I'll have to hide that piece. Made a boo boo. It's a snowflake. Snowflakes aren't perfect, right?
Exactly.
Okay, one more. Marlo better still be on here, making me cut these snowflakes. Not that she was really making me cut the snowflakes. Marlo, you still on?
Are they kissing gnomes? My gnomes are a
Secret!
boy and a girl pair, and they are being added to my project that I am doing on my channel on Thursday for my Thrifty Thursday. But you will have to come watch that if you want to see what I'm doing.
Yeah. You have to stay
So,
tuned till Thursday.
I'm not adding any more embellishments or anything like that because what I do want to add will be added with my Chocolate stuff.
Jackie's back.
Gotta come see that.
We're still creating.
Yes, I'm trying to clean up all of Mom's mess so that you guys can see them all laid out. Not that this mat wipes easily, it's the only bad thing. Everything sticks to it.
Especially all this glitter. That should be fun. Oh, I almost cut through it again. What is wrong with me? Don't answer that.
Jackie said, I'm back, was cooking and doing dishes, and I'll be there. I know, I can always count on you to be there.
Okay, that don't look like a snowflake either, but it's just gonna have to do.
So say you can just kind of stick them on there.
Mandy said I should just like stick these on here and make nicer ones later. Do they look that bad?
I mean, not bad, but you can make them look a lot nicer on the Cricut.
No, that's true. All right, I'm just pretending they're on here, and I'm going to make my Cricut make.
Alright, so we'll make them out of the same paper, same stuff, just nicer cut. I like it. Definitely made it more snowy.
Good idea, Marlo.
Just cut them every now and then.
I knew these things would come in handy, and I'm going to put them on my
Is
Cricut.
this off?
No. For those who have a Cricut machine, I will video how I use the Snap Mat on the iPad to place a snowflake in the center of each one of these already cut ovals so I can put them on a hat. So each hat was made different. How they were stuffed were made different. The noses are different.
So this one's got a bead nose, a wooden bead. This one's got the rice all within the sock. This one's got cotton balls within some paint hose.